Hello guys, in today's video, I haven't made a long form video in a bit, you know? Like I gotta get more consistent, you know? Like my goal is to post at least once per day in long form. In short form, maybe once in a while, but like every day at least post like, you know, a longer form video. And that's my goal. And one of the things is why I don't really do members only content and stuff like that, and why I don't do ads or whatever, you know? Like, why would you want to hide your content behind a paywall? Like, I get that you might not want to live, your average 9 to 5 or something. I get that you might not want to work like a slave job, so to speak. But, like, YouTube is not always going to be reliable, even if you're doing that. And people that are giving you money are they most likely work a job that you wouldn't want to work in. And so why would you want to give clams? And even if I had like a YouTuber, um even if I had you know things where I would allow people to pay money for it, I would never make members only content. Like I might make members first and then release it publicly, but I would never, never, never make members only. Okay? Because if I made members only, basically, yeah, you're just hiding your content behind a paywall. You're basically just saying, yeah, we don't want you to know certain information. You know? Like your regular YouTubers who are not going to be paying for it, by the way, regardless, are just going to leave it alone. But if you ask me, I would give people the option if they want to, pay money for this channel. But I would never like make members only content. And there are sometimes on YouTube, there are members only channels. I'm not kidding you. There are YouTube channels that only have exclusively members only content. Okay? There are YouTubers that are like that. I'm not joking. Like, literally, you're just hiding behind that. You're just hiding behind something that otherwise would have been for free. But I need the money. I need that. I need it for my animation or whatever it may be. Fine, I get it, but like, still doesn't mean you should hide your content behind a paywall. You know, like that would suck. And then ads, and I'm not a big fan of ads. I try to keep my content ad free, simply for the fact that I just don't like ads either. But it's not really my decision to make on YouTube, because even if, say, I became as big as Mr. Beast or something, I would still have to deal with the fact that I might have ads on my videos, and I don't like having ads on my videos. So if YouTube asks, hey, do you want ads on your videos, which they should be asking for YouTubers, by the way. On YouTube, they should be asking these YouTube accounts when they upload their content. I should obviously say no. I'm going to try and say no to that. If I can, when I can. So that way, if it ever does appear, if it ever does, like, become that way, yeah, I'm just not going to be doing that. Because, yeah, getting money on YouTube is, again, great and all, but like I said earlier, it's not reliable. Like, your 9 to 5 job is going to be more reliable than, YouTube. So you should, like, be doing, if you are going to do it as kind of like a job, you should be doing it as like more like a hobby rather than a actual job, like you just kind of do it for fun, where you just so happen to make money on the side of it, rather than actually having it as your job, because then at least when you get paid like serious, like real money, you're not gonna really have to worry about, getting it from poor people. You're just gonna be getting it from like rich folks and stuff or whatever. Like you're gonna actually get guaranteed money compared to YouTube. And I normally try to make content between 10 minutes to an hour, Now, sometimes I make videos longer, sometimes I make videos shorter than that. But for the general, my general content, I generally make it between 10 minutes to 60 minutes because that's usually the longer attention span type of YouTube video. You know what I mean? So, yeah, if you ask me if you're going to be chronically online, I would say at least have a longer attention span, okay? At least have a attention span to watch a longer video. That kind of thing. Don't get me wrong. It'd be kind of good to get money from YouTube. But, it is a bit sketchy. I don't really have to worry about getting demonetized as much because I'm not financially dependent on YouTube, So, yeah, that's just how it is. I don't know what else to tell you, man, or Litty, but look, I am here to tell you that I like to talk shit, and that's just all I do. I just record myself, talk shit, and that's pretty much it. Well, anyway, this is near the end of the video, but I just wanted to say, me being a YouTuber and stuff like that does not mean I'm your friend, okay? I am neither your enemy nor your ally, okay? I'm not your enemy because, obviously, why would I be enemies with somebody like you? Why would I go do that? Why would I be your enemy? But at the same time, I'm not your friend either. I don't know you in real life. You don't know me in real life. So, when you're watching my videos, please just know that I'm somebody you don't know. Okay? Alright? I'm somebody you're not, a part of. You're with. You have your own life. If you ask me, the adventure you should be worrying about is your own. That's the one that, are the ones you're actually involved with, not mine, okay? Yeah, you might see recordings and stuff, you might see these videos or whatever, but that's what you get to see. That's what I generally allow you to see. What really happens to me, that happens. But it's not like I can always record, and it's not like I always want to record. So, anyway, yeah. I guess that's the end of the video. So, if you have any thoughts or opinions or anything you really like to talk about, like what I said about advertisement or maybe, only members content or whatever, you can talk about it, bro. You can talk about it, okay? Like, there are some things that I am probably going to talk about here on YouTube. Given enough time, being realistic. But anyway, again, any thoughts or ideas or facts or just, answers or questions you want to give, you can do it in the comment section. Or hey, maybe make your own YouTube video in response. But anyway, I'm, like I said, this is around the end of the video. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright? Alright? So don't go do crazy stuff on me now. Don't go do the illegal regime, totalitarian, big government regime thing. Well, anyway, I guess you get it. Bye!